Hello, everybody. Welcome back here, and thank you for coming in. Hopefully, the things are going a little bit better. As far as the energies goes, as far as the situation goes today, take a look inside of you. What do you have in Virgo? You're gonna see it in the charts, but there's gonna be a lot of divine interventions throughout the day. They're gonna be connecting with the moon, of course. The moon going around the zodiac signs is triggers each part of us. We all have a Virgo somewhere. We all have something, that triggers that parts inside of it. And of course, right now we are going through a lot of shadow digging in there, experiencing shadow mostly. And that is coming from Venus and Saturn and Pisces. That is this black energy, like what the heck, what it is, what is that, and so on and so on. That will continue goes on because you just see things from different perspective for it. That's going to help you to build strength of the love that is inside of it. Of course, the situation with Mars is not that great as well, but today we are going to have this mystical energies between Pluto and Neptune, and the moon is going to be connecting with that. Later on, the moon is going to make the divine energies with the sun, and as we are preparing with the shadow, pre-shadow period, we are about 9 days shy of Mercury to begin to really shadowing, stop in one place. And we're looking at those lower communications. And talking about this, he's primarily connecting to Chiron and the North Node. What you have not healed is going to go back. You to review some of the things that you said, you do. Talking about the Mercury is this uh, portions of energies of, as you said, you do, your hands and your voice. So what you said, did you did it, and so on and so on. But that is going to trigger specifically the North Node. You maybe said something, you do something, and so on, and now it doesn't happen. You wonder why. Why is this? Mercury is going to give you some messages. Those messages, they're going to be great. But since right now we are talking about the moon is going to be at Virgo, it is about the beginning of the mother healing its child. But at the same time, okay, you have to look at it, the healing of the child from its mother. So this is going to be a huge triggers to some of you. There's going to be a lot of interesting energies because both Neptune and Pluto are very powerful. Specifically, we're talking about within the subconscious level. The one, it shows you a murky visions, you don't know where it's at. And that fogginess of Neptune being on Pisces has been too much. But another side, we have Pluto. There is at Aquarius, it says like you need to evolve to grow and see it different ways. All right. So with that being said, here, guys, this is your charts that's going on, and let's go over the chart. Let's go over the day. What is it going on? And there, this is a 3 o'clock energies. I was just looking into this, and that's what I wanted to show you. Those divine interventions, they are going to be a lot during the day, but we have to start the day at 7 o'clock in the morning. So this is what 7 o'clock in the morning is going to be look like. To the much of some of you who are at work, there could be a great, interesting things that happen is in there. But without communications, without proper healing, things is not gonna be getting to. But there is a lot of growth, there is a lot of learning, there is a lot of things that goes on beyond that. But if you look at it on a personal level to you, if you put yourself as a company, how you ruling yourself in there? How you gonna be treat your employees? And you're gonna find out things about yourself with this. Your dedications to work. But if the work is you, how your dedication will be, because the biggest dedications in there, it's in Capricorn. Public servants. But if you're dedicated to serve something else, but not what it's supposed to be, then that energy is gonna be affecting you. And that's what you need to determine it in there inside of you. Are you determined to grow? Are you determined to find these mysteries, to learn this, to find the new ways? Or you are just going to be fighting of things that you have not healed, things that have not been said, and the things that are moving forward. As the North Node, it's leading you. You have to move forward, not somebody that push you, not somebody that tells you things. All right. So, talking about the 8 o'clock energies, as you see, the ascendant is in divine energies as well, but we are talking about this particular energies. You have that divine energies from the moon and the divine energies of mid-heaven with Pluto. They're telling you here that's coming. They're coming towards you. You're gonna be receiving. You've been receiving it there. You need to heal your inner child because currently the moon is at the fifth house. That represents what though? That represents Leo. And with that energy being in the fifth house is about healing the childhoods. So this is what I'm telling you guys, it is the mother is going to be healing the child, or the child is going to be healing from its mother's wounds. You know whether you received the first wounds from your mother before we were born. You receive them there, inside of the womb, in the internal communications between the mother and the baby. All right, so this energy is here, this divine energy is here for some of you. Yeah, it's a heavy things, guys. It is the heavy things, but if you look at it in a higher perspective, it's not heavy. It is just the way it is because it is what it is. I mean, I can talk to you for an hours about that energy, but I don't think so. This report is going to be way too long. And let's move on because the days moves on. It's 9 o'clock right now. Energies with heaven. It's an Aquarius. That is going to be squaring Jupiter for a little bit. Some of you is going to be like, well, I'm not growing within this area. Why do I feel like this? Why am I that? Why don't I want to do the work? Why don't as you paid attention earlier, the strength in the connections between the moon and Neptune was too strong. But now these connections between the moon and the sun, it is one of the best ones right now. Why? Well, the moon is in the fourth house, which just represents Cancer. It's in the family. While the sun is in the 10th house. What I were right. And when you look at it there, for it, I'm sorry, it's in the 11th house. You're looking at your friends, your spiritual friends. Where are they? What are they doing? What is it going on? But in a personal level, how spiritually honest are you to your own self? When you promise something to yourself as a soul on a soul level, do you achieve that? And if you don't achieve that, what is happening for that point? So ask you this yourself these questions because this morning I was waking up at very interesting downloads, but I'm still processing them. But your energy inside of you is going to be telling you you have the answers within you. As the day goes by, at 10 o'clock in the morning, this is the current energies. It's going to be focus of Mars. Of course, Mars is opposing the moon. That intuition is like, oh, are you going to tell me what to do? Oh, yeah, I hear from people what they tell me to do. Oh, I understand what this is, and so on and so on. But if you look at those energies and they are for a proper purpose, they are about family purpose. The ascendant is going to give you that energy. It's not to fight it right here. That is going to be looking at the new directions. And that's going to give you back into the moon. But at the same time, there is this beautiful divine energies they're getting from the authority. They go down to the moon. From the moon, they go back into Pluto, your transformations. From there, what do you need to transform it? Your understanding about family. And from that family, you are going to be going and find these energies for yourself and totally different positions. All right, talking about it, 11 o'clock energies, the divine is going to be interfering in any way it's possible for. As you see it, the moon is keep moving. This Pluto sun, divine energies, it's going to be at its higher peak. In there, the moon is still at 1 degrees, the sun is 2 degrees and 19 minutes. That energy is going to be continue coming up strong as it is. But the family can screw up this part of Mercury, Chiron, in the North Node. Who is responsible for it? There is the things you don't know. There is the things that happen in your bloodline that is you haven't within you that you have not faced it yet, or you may be facing it now, and you're wondering what the heck is this coming into my life? Why do I have to deal with this energy so much? But the divine will tell you, and we're talking about at noon, the midheaven is going to be with the sun. You're going to have that authority. That authority is about to change. The ascendant is in divine energies with Mars telling you act divinely, not from your ego. People's going to be getting the message, but they have ultimate choice what they're going to do. You can choose the right or the left. You can choose the good or the bad. While everything else is asking you to choose the divine and let the divine makes it right, not you. All you have to do is following the divine guidance within yourself. And this divine guidance is going to be really coming in towards you. The North Node is in divine energies with the South Node is in divine energies with Jupiter. The growth from the past is gonna comes in into the surface for actions. Actions of what? Actions of love. We are talking about Venus sextiling Jupiter, and that energy is coming down into Lilith. Lilith is still in divine energies with the North Node, and Chiron, she's going forward, back, go forward, back, forward, back. But in the overall position, you are going to be looking at this family, but the energy of the focus of the highest energy is going to be right here within you. What are you authorizing within yourself? The power lies within you. All right, so talking about the next hour, which is going to be at 1 o'clock, not much going on. It's going to be kind of like a peaceful, calm down to energies in there. Ascendant isn't Leo. Uh, Beautiful sextile with the sun, and the sun, beautiful trine with the sun, and a sextile with Pluto comes in. And without energy, you're seeing it, the transformations of the intuition. You healing patterns that are from very long time. So here is at 2 o'clock, the energy is increasing. The synchronicity for some of you is going to be increased so much. And it's challenging of this growth in there. But if you don't have these synchronicities, what do? Oh, I don't like that growth. Oh, I don't like what the universe gave me. Oh, I don't want this present. Oh, I don't want this. I don't want that. What the heck I am doing here? So be mindful what you have on this Leo positions here, squaring Jupiter and Uranus. Okay? Just pay attention to this stuff. You don't know your chart, you can order at your chart reading on the email below above. Man, the Mercury is already screwing up my language. All right, so talking about 3 o'clock, here is this divine energies of talking. Okay, during between this 3 and 4 o'clock energy, actually, just adjusting the software so that way we can have the sun matching moon. And you're seeing it as authority and Pluto. Pluto is going to be highly involved, highly. He is going to be bring that transformations very powerful within Virgo. Look at what you have in the first few degrees of Virgo and the last few degrees of Leo. These divine energies was so much last summer. Now you're seeing it again. Now it's coming up again. Now it's coming up to remind you. For some of you, that's going to be, oh, the cycle is repeating itself. For some of you, oh, I have to overview the same thing over and over until I learn it as the whole thing. But the learning never stops. You just keep evolving and evolving. And that evolution is gonna comes in from Pluto. It changes with your consciousness, with the healing of the damage that was done from the consciousness you had developed on the base of others. Most of your consciousness, it's coming in because of other project their fears to you. And since your fear and you living of this energy of survival, you accept that. But that is not the truth for you. That it's somebody else's fears, not yours. What is your fears? You know them. They're yours. All right, talking about it for that's gonna be it for o'clock. I do just turning back a little bit. There we go. Talking about the 4 o'clock, that's pretty much the same energies will be, except that the midheaven that is in Gemini is gonna be squaring the moon. Whatever goes on happen in the Gemini, Pisces, and Sag energies is going to be calling for these shadows of a doubt. Well, where is the shadows coming? It's coming from this opposition Lilith with Venus and Saturn. Saturn is giving this energies of blockages, these rings. It's like until you have not learned what you need to learn. You can't practice. So don't practice something that you have not fully learned. Some of the people is gonna be getting this energies too strong. All right, so talking about the 5 o'clock, the ascendant is gonna be pointing out that Lilith, the midheaven, still is gonna be a Gemini, but it's a very beautiful connections with the North Chiron and Mercury conjunctions is in there. That process, very beautiful power, but the squaring with the ascendant is going to be leading into uh, this energy of like what I'm fighting for. I need to fight, fight, fight. What are you fighting? Is the shadow comes out and fighting your spirituality and testing you, or you are fighting the shadow? There's a huge difference there. Because in the one, you appreciate your spirituality and you're fighting your shadow. And you know what the fight is. The other one it is the shadow that comes in. And now you're choosing the shadow and you're fighting the spirituality. So, and you finding answers. They're all inside of you. All right. So there's going to be some more, of course, internal situations. Divine isn't present. It's a lot of lots of energies, guys, coming at 6 p.m. And that energy of the 6 p.m. is going to be all over the place. It's gonna be kind of like, I don't want to hear anything. I don't want anything. I don't want to be with nobody. I don't want to be what the heck I'm doing. I need to go to monastery. I need to go to my hermit mode. I just need peace. I don't want anything. Well, if you don't want anything, nothing will happen. No creations, no authorizations. Therefore, your situation is not gonna get better. But if you decide to get better, you take the actions and the warrior, the courage is like, you know what, I'll get up, I'll go ahead, I will move forward, I will see what this is, I will find my balance within myself. This is the divine energies from Libra towards Mars, who is just about to enter in Pisces. You may feel in those energy of Mars and Pisces, quiet, sitting, monitoring, doesn't say words unless it needs to. What is that all about? You already know. Observations. The power of observations yourself, catching those patterns that you need to work on it. And we're talking about 7 o'clock in the afternoon. The ascendant goes deeply into Libra. The midheaven is still at Cancer, but that is going to be squaring Mercury and North Node. But at the same time, there's going to be these beautiful blessings that it's going to be coming towards Venus and Saturn. You're seeing it, you're learning it, but you're fighting it. Why? Why do you fight in it? Because it's the way it's supposed to be. When you fight, you don't prove to your partner, you don't prove to your parents, you don't prove to anybody else. You prove it to you because you make this contract within yourself. You're not doing it for others. You're doing it for you because you authorizing that. And now healing at those patterns inside of you can take you and they can really get messy. But you have to understand what the mess is all about. Because sometimes the mess is not what it seems. It is something else. By the way, guys, thank you for those who buy me a coffee. Appreciate you. Just saying, coffee is coffee. All right, talking about 8 o'clock. That energy is coming. It is hot. It's gonna triggers everything, especially about talking about love. And you're gonna receive what you're going to receive. And what I'm talking about, you're going to receive is coming out of Jupiter towards the South Node. You may be inheriting suddenly something. You maybe get something for free. You maybe something comes in to you as a gift. Somebody gives you something. And that's how the universe tries to make a balance about the things that you're supposed to be. But you need to do what? Let's go. Let's get to work. Do you do your work? How much of your inner work you are doing? Are you in a balance between of promises from yourself to your own self or within others? Because you guys already know what is the reflection you others is what is inside of you. You're gravitating. Your magnetic field creates this. And what is this? You. Your highest presentations out there is your magnetic field. All right, so talking about it, 9 o'clock, the ascendant goes into Scorpio, and the midheaven is at Leo. We're talking about this energy. You saw it earlier when the ascendant was at Leo, and that is going to be preparing you for the next hour. The hour when you're going to get the wisdom, and the hour after that, when that midheaven is going to be together. You are going to be seeing that divine energies totally, totally in action. But if you don't see the actions, you're like, I'm afraid of it. I don't want to get into this. The ascendant of Scorpio with Pluto is going to tear you apart because you're going to be sitting in the one place and you're going to be afraid to do something. What is that something, though? Could be all areas of life, but currently it is about the friendshipness that you have. Are you friendly to yourself and friendly with others? Some of you is gonna be like, I don't want to be friends with you. I don't want to be with this. I don't want to be with that because you're not friends with yourself. Let the others does this self-evaluation. You're not someone there. Somebody comes in for you to help, you help them. If somebody comes in and there and trying to get things for you that they're not for you, then you have to step back and look within yourself how the ego is protecting you. All right, divine interventions is divine interventions. You cannot escape that. And we're talking about these divine energies from Lilith and the ascendant that is there. The midheaven is with the last degrees of Leo, divine energies with Neptune, and there was a divine energies earlier with Pluto. But your energies inside of you is talking about this. Have you been changed? Have you been transformed? Have you done the inner work that you need to do? And here is that interesting energies right here, because this is going to begin that internal fight with intuition's shadow and everything that goes on inside of you. What do they have to do something with it? They have to do something to do with love. Your intuition is in the shadow, comes in to talk to you in Virgo so you can heal. Those are unspoken things about the wounds that you never healed inside of it. And now that comes out in the surface. But as you see it, the divine energies, they are present all day. And some of the fights, they're going to be going on behind the background. You're not going to see it. But divine is fighting for you. Why? He wants to have a better life. But you have to do a work. You have to do this work. You have to do this healing. You have to look at it within this shadow. Don't fight the universe. Just follow it. You're the universe creation, and you should listen to the universe because it knows exactly what you need to make you happy. All right, guys, that's all it was the Astrogravitational report, and I will see you tomorrow. Feel love, guys.